Good morning, traders. It is Wednesday, April 5th, 2007, and I am going to get started trading here soon. What I'm doing is just waiting for the news to come out. It's going to come out in 20 minutes at 7:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And once it comes out, I'm going to take the trade that was called out within my charting service before it would ever happen. It's what I call a Newsday entry, and there are two of them. I'm going to take the first one, and hopefully it will work. If it does not, I will take the second one. But most likely they both will probably work. So anyway, also I did call for oil to go up today, and it is moving up. What it may do from here is it may spike up into the news and then turn back and roll back over and come back down. Or, of course, it may go up into the news and keep on going. That is a possibility. I would say mathematically speaking it would come down more than it would go up, but assuming that it does go up into the news, it could shoot down into the news and then turn around and continue to go back up, but it most likely, mathematically speaking, would go up into the news and then turn around and come back down. If it does continue to go up instead of coming back down, it would probably go up quite a bit. But anyway, the code, the computer behind the movement here will tell me what to do, and it's what I call a Newsday entry, and it is a very profitable entry. I mean, you could make a living just by trading this one trade alone. Anyway, I am going to come back once I've taken the entry, and let's see if we can make this an easy day today. Okay, the news has come out. It's made a radical move down. And now I am waiting for the computer that is controlling the movement, controlling the market, to give away a tell that will let me know whether it's going to continue to go down or whether it's going to go back up again. My guess right here, right now, would be it's going to continue to go down. It's rolling over here and most likely will continue to go down. But I'm not going to go by what I think. I'm going to go by what the computer will tell me. It very well may say that it's going to go up. And if it does, then I will certainly buy. And not only that, but, let's say that you had gone short right here and it goes back up and you get stopped out. Well, that's not a very good entry then, is it? The code, the computer, and the tell behind it will also tell me exactly where to enter so that I don't get stopped out. Very, very, very valuable. Anyway, I am looking for the computer to give me the tell now, and I will be back as soon as I take an entry. Okay, I've got a short entry here, setting the stop. Okay, I've got a 10 tick stop on that. I'm going to go for 40 ticks here. Standard 40 tick trade off the Newsday entry. Just taking a precision level code 1 entry, which will also most likely turn into a code 2 Newsday entry. Not out of the woods yet, though. I'd like to see it drop out here and drop below the previous low on the 10-minute there, and then I'll pretty much have it. But if wrong, it'll pop back up, hit the 10 ticks, and I will reevaluate and take another entry. I've got 2 entries I can take here. 2 Newsday entries I called out within my charting service. For all you code traders, you are watching it for yourself. You see, I did exactly what I said I was going to do. I'll be back. Okay, it's making the drop here. We should be good to go. Not quite out of the woods yet, mathematically speaking, but it looks good. It looks good, and let's see, what do I've got? I've got two code 1 short entries in place. This should be a code 2 Newsday play, exactly as I called within my charting service. Now, at any time here, it may pop back up and go the other way, at which point there will come, if it comes up and hits the stop, I would actually go long. Or I may wait until I see the second entry come. But hopefully this one's right. It should be right. So this is easy stuff. Once you get this down, you can do this over and over with some practice and hit these trades. It is not rocket science. It does take learning it, and it does take practicing it, Like anything in life. You're going to do anything right, really super good right away. Most people can't. Most people need practice. And you practice this, you learn this, you get good at it. Learn this skill and be able to make money from the markets on a consistent basis. And just remember now, all of you traders out there, you get ahead and you don't get nervous. Don't get nervous. You must hit your exits if you want to be successful. This is the one thing you need to learn. And don't get greedy either. Go for a nice profit and let it hit. You don't need to be greedy, but you don't need to. The worst thing you could possibly do is get out because you're scared. Plan your trade your plan. Put the stop exactly where the code says, let it go. If it's wrong, it's wrong. And it will be wrong a certain period of time, a certain amount of time. There's nothing you can do about that. But there is something that you can do about your winners. You can go for them and be stubborn. And every time that they will hit, you make sure that you did hit it. Don't get stuck where it hit, but you didn't hit it because you got scared, kid. Now, because you'll never make it mathematically that way. You got to think about this mathematically now, not about emotionally. You got a profit, you want to take a profit. No. Take a profit that you should be able to hit. Now, I should be able to hit this 40 ticks with no problem. Yesterday, the code was good for 60 ticks, and the day before that, 65 ticks. So, I'm only going for 40 here. That's like a 25 tick or 20 tick buffer. Should be able to hit this, no problem at all, mathematically. See, this is all math. Simple math, basic math, but still math nonetheless. Anyway, it's looking good. I'm still not out of the woods mathematically yet, though. Still not out of the woods. But most likely, it'll be right. But if not, I'll take another trade and hit it again. And that's another thing. If you do lose, don't let it bother you. Keep hitting them, and then you will hit the winners. And then when they come, your account will start going up, and you'll get better and better and better at it. That's how it's done. I learned all this a long time ago. I've been trading for 17 years. 17 years. So, anyway, I will be back. See how it's popping back up right here? Don't be afraid. Don't get scared. It's going to do this virtually every time to you. So if you get scared every time, you're gonna take an early profit every single solitary time. And don't do that. Also, you'll notice when I play the code 2, when at videos I taught to always put a break-even stop. But when I play the code 2, notice I'm not putting a break-even stop anymore. I'm putting the stop where it should be mathematically and letting it go. And the success rate goes up a lot when you do it like that. Anyway, I will come back. I've got another Code 1 short entry here. Let me show you charting members out there. I keep talking about this in my charting. That's basically exactly what I said it was going to do. And now watch. It'll come back down and it'll go red. The bar will start going red. And we'll have a red bar there. That's exactly what I said it would do. And I am short into that right there using the code and using a Newsday entry. And I just wanted to show you what it looks like before it goes red. There's your big line. There it is right there. Go down. There it is right there. Go down. There it is right there. Go down. And ended up red. There it is right there. Go down. There it is right there. Go down. There it is right there. Go down. If you can see it before it even happens, then you can profit from it. And you also have the code to use as well. So I'm using a combination of the daily chart and the code together. Very, very, very powerful. This is why you need 2 monitors. You don't see it. You're only seeing one of my monitors. I have another one. And it's showing the daily chart. So I can look at it at all times, see exactly where we are in the daily. And then I use the code for precision level entries into the daily chart. And Usually, always, you'll have the code and the daily going together. And then it's perfect. Now you got to remember something now. Since this is a computer, I've seen this do this 1,000 times, more than that even. So I'm used to it. I've seen it more times than I can count. So, but what I'm trying to do is point it out to you so that you can see it and learn to see it and watch it. And then you'll be able to nail these trades very, very easily. Anyway, I will come back. Okay, we're getting closer and closer to the exit here. It just needs to make it down to 50.92. Not too far away here. And mathematically, it will make it. I will come back. But now just imagine for a moment when it popped back up here and went almost back up to the break-even point. Imagine if you'd have gotten scared and gotten out. You would have taken a very small profit compared to what you would hit if you hit the full 40 ticks. This is something I really want all of you to, I really want this to sink in really, really deep, because if it does not, you will not be a successful trader, in my opinion. Now, maybe you could do it some other way where you're super aggressive at your trading and you're scalping and you're in and you're out, you're in and you're out, and you're in and you're out. And you've got a skill with that and you can come out ahead. That's fantastic. But for most people, you really need to hit those exits. And then you need to work on your percentage that you can hit them more times than you lose. And also work on, you're going for 40 ticks, but you only have like a 10 tick stop or a 15 tick stop or something like that. So your stop is less than your exit, and then you hit your exit more times than you lose. Actually, you only need a 50% if your stop is 50% success rate if your stop is less than your exit. Then you come out mathematically. But if you can up that up to 60% or 70%, then you really come out ahead mathematically. So anyway, I'm just trying to teach you a rule that you must learn if you want to be successful at trading. Now, the code will help you to be successful so much easier than anything else or anything normal, any normal kind of trading. But you still must have the nerve to stay in the trade. You can't get scared and get out. However, let's say this thing went all the way down to like 95 and then started bouncing. No problem. Jump out. I mean, because if it starts bouncing, it could bounce up quite a ways for a while. You might have to wait for another hour or 2 hours, 3 hours to be able to get back out again. Why bother? Why bother just for a few ticks? Anyway, I'll come back. We're getting closer and closer here. By the way, take a look at the daily now. Now we're going red. So you see, when you can learn to see it happening, see it coming before it even comes on the daily, and then combine that with the codes themselves, you can make a fortune at this. So all of you code traders out there, learn this skill. Always watch the daily. If you always watch the daily, it will start to come to you. It's not going to come the first time you look at it. But if you watch it constantly, always have it on a monitor and monitoring the daily, looking at it, look at what it's doing. And then you'll be able to start getting good at seeing it come before it even happens. Now, I call this to happen exactly the way it did, to shoot up into the news. Actually, it didn't shoot up into the news. It had already gone up, and then it shot down into the news, and then it's continuing down. But I did say that it would go up past this mark up here, come up, and then come back down. It just didn't do it it didn't do it like it normally does. It didn't shoot up into the news. It rolled over on the news and came down. So there is a difference there. But that's the two ways that it does it. Now you've seen the two ways that it does it. Anyway, I'll come back. Okay, I think it's going for the exit here. I'll come back. Okay, here it comes. Almost there. Okay, I just jumped out. It came down to 93. I think I was, at 92? So it came like one tick away and started to bounce up a little bit. And I just didn't want to take a chance. So It's actually within the mathematics of the second trade that I called out. It's a possibility it could bounce up here and give a long entry and go back up a bit. So I didn't want to take that risk. It came one tick away from my exit. Like I said earlier, if it comes just a couple ticks away from your exit and you want to exit and you want to just get out right there, go for it. It's okay to do that. Just, let it hit a nice trade. That's the most important thing. That way, mathematically, you come out way ahead. Anyway, a very easy day. Let's go take a look at the daily again. You can see the daily went red. Before it was still green and was up here with that line, and then it turned over, rolled over, went red. The code, I had multiple code 1 entries to go short. I also had code 2. Or I had the Newsday entry, which is technically a code 2 trade. So, anyway, it's not rocket science. It does take practice. It does take learning the system. Between my 2 code videos, it's like 10 hours of instruction. And you watch me take one trade after another, explaining everything. So, and then mathematically going over the code, exactly how it works. So, anyway, I hope you traders are doing well. I especially hope you code traders are hitting these trades. I especially hope you charting members are hitting these trades. You should be doing so. And I really hope that you guys are being successful out there. Anyway, I am going to get going. It's getting somewhat late here. I don't know what time it is. My iPhone's charging. And I will be back tomorrow when I get up to do the charting. And of course, I will do some trading tomorrow as well. Should be able to mathematically figure out the code 2 and get it down too. I haven't taken a look at it, because you don't play that on the Newsday. You only play the Newsday entry. But I should be able to figure it out and eliminate anything to get it exactly what it is. So anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow in my charting service. I'll see you tomorrow in YouTube for more trading. Happy trading out there.